years he's been here has just grown exponentially.
Yeah.
The other thing for us is this. You had to keep him in the fold because this is the way the direction of the league is going with these contracts.
Yep.
So he's here now. I said in the intro to the show, where are we going with this, right? Because now you have building blocks here in pieces, the Lopez pickup, the Rubio reacquisition, good solid pickups here. We are still missing that. You don't even need an A player. You need like a B player, veteran B player. And I was thinking this weekend, who can I use to help me here? Because I got this young talent here. The problem when we got into the trouble when we were in the play-in series, when it got tough, we didn't have anybody to go get us a bucket.
Right.
We did, and Garland was learning on the job, and you could see it.
We were hoping to be LeVert.
Well, here, I don't think he was ever going to be that guy.
That's
I think
what we
he's
were
a
hoping
solid
for,
player.
though.
Well, I'm thinking beyond this, Mike. Where's Melo at?
Melo. You still think he's got enough left to tank?
I don't need Melo to do 1,000 things.
Yeah.
That's good because he can't.
I need Melo, Mike, to
Yeah.
just come in and put some points on the board and be a threat. We didn't have a guy that was really a threat when they locked up Garland down the stretch.
But can't we get somebody better than that? What about
Well, here, I'm just saying, you're not going to get anybody without giving up something.
Well, that's true. Although the Sixers are looking to get rid of Tobias Harris's contract. It's a lot of money. Cavs have to figure it out, but he's a hell of a player.
So I'm not.
No, you're not down with that?
The first thing that hits me in my face is this, man. Man, this hurts. Man, homie, last year you was the man, homie. What the heck happened to you? Collin Sexton, you can't be sitting here thinking, that was my contract. That was the bag I was supposed to get.
The bag.
Here's the tweet from Woj there, G.
That joint right there.
Yeah.
Cleveland Cavaliers All-Star guard Darius Garland has agreed to a 5-year, $193 million maximum designated rookie contract. Extension could be worth as much as $231. Yeah. Now you got
largest deal in Cavs franchise history.
You got Collin Sexton thinking like, he getting $231? I can't even get these people to give me $18, $19 a year. I'm going to tell you what, this happens a lot. I think this is going to really hamper the negotiation process with Collin Sexton, and I think his agent is going to say,
he's got the same agent.
Right.
Yeah.
So he might be off to another place.
So again, they picked up the option, right? They're there to move him at any time. Let me tell you again, we're back to Baker Mayfield again. You're not in control here. You're not in control here.
Well, the players in the NBA have more control.
When you have the leverage. He doesn't have any leverage.
He
doesn't have any leverage.
But use Garland's contract to motivate yourself and to say, try and take it. That's the best case scenario.
Mike, it's just not that. Garland got paid because they won.
Right.
Sexton put up the numbers and we didn't win, right?
Yeah.
But Garland's a much better all-around player, right?
His talent level has exponentially.
Exponentially, we got
thank
there.
you. Help me.
No problem. It's July 5th.
Thank you. Grown since he's been here.
Yeah.
Collin has put up numbers. He's shown us some great things. They don't translate into wins. And in this league here, they don't translate into wins. You get nothing.
They don't translate into wins though when you're not playing next to Mobley.
Yeah, right.
Mobley was there. Playing next to Chetty Osman.
Let me tell you something else here. Well, since I'll debate you on this, because if it was all that, how many people would be knocking down the door to get him in here?
Right. Yeah,
See
that's
that?
true.
That's
fair.
No, you're right. He hasn't proven anything yet.
But what does Sexton do better than Mobley?
Well,
better than
what he
Garland?
should be doing is paying attention to what's going on here.
Right.
I want that bag that you just talked about.
Yeah.
This is what I have to do.
Well, he was never getting that, but he
But think about this. We are not sure what Sexton is right now. So think about being another team's GM trying to figure out what Sexton is.
Go back further. What happened at Alabama?
Right.
He's the same guy. Alabama win anything?
No.
He had good numbers?
I'll look at it. I'll give you this.
Go back to high school.
Darius Garland.
That kid's been a loser since high school. You hear us?
No, he's not a loser.
No.
He's not a loser.
He's just not a winner.
The problem is the value in winning. See, I will trade you 4 more points, Bull, less points.
Yeah.
For 7 more wins. And if it put me over the hump, right?
Well,
and that's how people in this league get paid.
Well, I think I go to Bull's point. I think it does translate. When you talk about Darius Garland's skill set, you to be a max player like that, you got to be able to do 3 to 4 things well. You know, he gets people involved. He's the maestro in terms of getting people offensive in and
Plays
out of the flow.
defense.
He's a guy that can hit an open jump shot. He's a guy that can get his off the dribble, off the bounce. He's also a guy that can get his in transition. You look at it, and he's a floor general. He has all these different things that when you look at Collin Sexton, he shoots, he scores. He's an elite scorer.
Let me give you this.
Yeah.
Think about this. And then I'm sitting here because Mike just made me think about it. Sexton, if I play him off the bench, right? Because he give you numbers, right? And energy. If I play him off the back, he can give me the Vinnie Johnson roll off the bench where I can count on you to give me these numbers. And I get a person in that B slot, right, to fill in here. Now I got my number 1 pick in Sexton off the bench, right? I got strong because down the stretch when we got that play in, when we got in trouble, they looked to the bench. JB was like,
is he willing to be that guy?
Who's here?
Stevens and Jetty. Nah.
Put in one of those Stevenses. Is he willing to be that guy off the bench?
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
That's the question. Can he mentally handle not being a starter?
But that goes back to Mayfield.
It goes back to your thing. Got to do it.
Can I make the transition?
For us to say.
He has to be that. Isn't that the best role for him? Like at some point, you've got to realize.
100%,
but when you're young, sometimes you don't realize until you turn 30.
Right. Yep. And by then, nobody wants you on their team anymore unless you're Rubio.
Everybody thinks they're a max guy when they under the age of 26.
Yeah.
Everybody think that, and it's so difficult because when you look at this, Darius Garland was nowhere near better than Collin Sexton. This just happened in a year.
Yeah.
This is 365. He just was like, okay, he just flourished while he was out.
Yeah.
So now you have to go sell this to somebody. Think about it. Like you've been on a show with somebody all your life, right?
Yeah.
And then y'all go to contract negotiations. You've been the lead dude. All of a sudden, they got this other dude they done put on the set. And he come in here and this puppy, he got 230 and he got 4 weeks of vacation off. He getting all these endorsements. You like, but what about me though?
Right.
When you in that earning phase when you're trying to carve your niche out, it's hard to take that back.
He can help himself, guys, by embracing that. If you're a sixth man and you embrace that role and you become one of the best six men in basketball, you can make a lot of money doing that.
I hope his agent is telling him that. I hope the coach is telling him that. I hope that's getting through his head, and I hope that he isn't. I mean, we're just assuming that he's not comfortable.
There
with
was
that.
a guy. There are a number of guys that come off the bench have made outstanding careers. So I just talked about Vinnie Johnson, Detroit.
Yeah,
the microwave.
There was a guy in Milwaukee. I don't know if you remember. His guy's name was Ricky Pierce. His nickname was Ricky. You know, in the league, that's what we used to call him. Ricky Plenty Numbers Pierce. That means when he come in, he's gonna give you plenty numbers, right? And so you'd be like, so you had to scout and train for him. Sexton has an alley, right? Garland didn't make the ascension until Sexton got hurt. And then we were like, oh, what's going to happen now?
Right.
And then Garland, his confidence kept growing and growing. At the end, he was doing some freak stuff out here. He was like, I'm just toying with you.
And are we sure Sexton's not going to make a leap like that,
He could. But here's the interesting thing, guys. This is how I see it. Tell me what you guys think. Sexton, to be fair to him, I think has gotten a little bit better every year. A little bit. But obviously this year he barely played. But until this year, I thought each year he got a little. Whereas, so his increase in play was like really
consistent
slight.
But slow.
Really slight.
Yep.
Whereas Garland was like
one of the
kind of
worst,
like this, and then
he was.
He just shot up like a rocket.
He was one of the worst statistically guards that got that many minutes in the league.
Right.
He couldn't hit a shot. He turned the ball over a ton. He was lost on defense. It was like
it's like invasion of the body.
Tantalizing. He did. Sexton had really good games before he got injured last year, under the tutelage of Rubio, who was back. They brought him back for probably a half a season after he gets back from this injury. I think they're bringing him back as a coach again, pretty much, essentially, because they saw the progress he helped these young guards make. And I think it's a brilliant move. And I think that Sexton has the potential to get even better this year. And I'd like to see what he looks like playing alongside Mobley.
If they can't turn Sexton into a better veteran player, a player that's better than him, then they might as well stick with him and see what they got.
Yep.
Brad, you know, you've dealt with contracts. Let me ask you this question with your agents and stuff. So how does that figure in? They have the same agent.
Yeah.
What is Rich Paul thinking? Is he thinking it's better for my guy to stay here because I know that they're more apt to give him a little bit more money and a little more wiggle room here in Cleveland since they drafted him? Or is he thinking, I got market value on, look what I just got Darius Garland. I can get you the same thing. What is he thinking?
So Rich is probably thinking that they cannot handle both contracts on a team going forward. So he's probably saying, Collin, you got to get out there and play hard and position ourselves to be able to move on, right? And so that's the direction that this may go. But again, it depends on the ascension of the team, how they do, and the role that Collin Sexton is ready to take. I don't think they're ready to walk from him yet, right? And they want to see where it goes, because I will tell you this, G, he comes in and he can get buckets, right? That is a plus in this league. He can get you buckets, right? And so, but the question is, can he get you buckets at the expense of the other players on the team? Because sometimes he would get buckets and nobody else would be doing the thing. But he got his buckets, though.
If he does that at a high level this year as a sixth man, it could lead to a big contract down the line.
Big payday.
All right, guys, a lot of other local athletes were talking about this Darius Garland contract over the weekend. With more on that, what the internet's saying, let's bring it to Mikey McNuggets for the first time today. Mikey.
What's up, guys? Happy Monday, Tuesday back, whatever it is. My days are all screwed up. But one thing I won't screw up.
You're the producer of the show, for crying out loud. You should know what day it is.
Yeah, I know.
Keep a calendar back
But one
there.
thing I don't mess up. What's up, Polk?
Keep a calendar back there so you know what day it is.
Yeah, really.
Not a bad idea. Maybe I should apply to PCC airfoils, too, if I'm going to get bullied like this. But
Good, yeah.
if you're looking for a job with career advancement and great benefits, PCC Airfoils is a leading manufacturer in Northeast Ohio. All locations of PCC Airfoils at Eastlake, Menor, Wickliffe, and Minerva are hiring for all positions, starting at $18 an hour and up, plus get full health care, benefit packages, paid time off, and a signing bonus. Apply online at precast.com/careers to learn more. And G. Bush alluded to this earlier, but let's take the first of the internet comments, and it's from Darius Garland himself. Worst player this is in reference to him being labeled the worst player in the NBA after his rookie year. Now he's a max player. So
Was that true? I didn't remember that.
He was listed as the worst
I had
player.
no idea.
It was Sporting News wrote the article. They
nice
crunched
job,
all the
Sporting.
numbers.
So again, you don't listen to the bums, right?
Yeah,
The
but you
bums-
got to tag that writer in that.
The bums don't know.
I called him
Here,
to
let
throw
me tell you
proper
something.
shade.
You never know what a person going to turn into, right?
Right.
And it all depends
right.
on not only their skill set, but what kind of system they're going into.
I love it.
It's
I love that he did that.
all right to screw up a prediction. Just own it when you do.
Yeah.
All right.
Go
Next
ahead.
one
What we
comes
got?
from Kevin Love, and Steve Becker sent me this one, so excuse the explicit. But my younger brother, Darius Garland, got his bag. You put in the time and earn this. Bleep. Now the real work begins at top of the world. Let's go to the next one, Steve, is some other Cleveland athletes chiming in. Miles Garrett says, yeah, let's go, at Darius Garland. And then our friend over at Channel 3, Sir Yacht, also chimed in. He said, last year I said Darius Garland was not a basketball player you could build your team around. Happy to be so horribly wrong, and happy Darius is in Cleveland.
See, there you go. Sir Yacht called the shot. He
being
was
an
wrong.
idiot. You acknowledge being an idiot, and I think that's nice,
Well,
Sir
well,
Yacht.
screw up.
Well, I'll tell you this. Nobody saw the ascension of that. Nobody saw that.
Not
coming.
this good.
Not that good.
Yeah, maybe.
right?
I mean, I think we all
You
thought
saw
he'd
him
be
get better, but
Yeah.
like,
But not
I mean,
like
it was
that.
like lights
Darius
out.
Garland's
So
parents
that's
were
why I
like,
went
what
back.
was that?
That's why I
We
went
didn't
back to
know.
the thing and saying, well, hold on now. You got a chance here.
He went from being a guy to being an all-star.
So who do you feel we need to make us to put us over the hump?
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.